Hello everyone, this is Fi. Today we're checking out Ball to the Wall. This game I've not played before. I'm going to give it a playtest, see if we can give some useful feedback. This is actually part of the GMTK Jam 2021. So that's a 48-hour jam. We're going to adjust some expectations accordingly. But yeah, apparently the theme was joined together for this jam, and a team of people, it looks like there are 4 people in total who worked on this. 2 programmers, an artist, and a musician, and 3 of them are designated as designer. Curious to see how that works out. I'm always curious about how people work out these team dynamics, like if they have people responsible for making certain decisions and that kind of thing, you know, leadership roles. Be interesting to know, but anyways, we're gonna give this a shot. I hope the music isn't too loud. It's a little bit on the loud side maybe. I could turn it down just a little in the capture just in case, but very nice sound of music. I'm going to get rid of the overlay, so this is technically not entirely correct, I suppose, the overlay here. This is probably not, well, I don't know if this will be developed further or not. That's not something I know, but it's, you know, presented as something semi-complete, I suppose, for the jam. So let's jump into this and see what happens. This is WSD and left click. Uh-oh. Okay, if you hear noise in the background, we have a kitten here. He's very energetic, and he found a toy that makes noise. Any case, alright, we got left click making green, and then WC is up here. That's really cool. Alright, I've never seen that before in my life. I'm just going to turn this down a little. It's a little loud for me, but alright. Very pixely graphics out, and that was a really interesting way to teach the controls there. Alright, so this is not entirely unexpected. Definitely feel some input latency in there. I mean, it's in VSync and everything. But yeah, so we have this interesting feeling movement where we kind of drag the ball around, and then, you know, you can kind of tell from the little screenshots and stuff. I'm pretty sure I know what's gonna happen when I left click. So we get this little effect with the ball here. So you can move quite quickly, but obviously the ball drags you pretty slow. I guess it feels like there's some inertia on the ball as well, so it's not. If you're just relying on this kind of movement without doing the clicking and stuff, you probably do a lot more to move around. It's not entirely predictable because of that inertia, I guess. Maybe it might take some getting used to, but I'm guessing you're probably going to spend more time moving around like this. Then we've got the ball to the wall text here that we can apparently smash up. Very, very juicy. There's like this hit stop effect there. It's pretty cool feeling. So I do like how you can move pretty quick to get into position around the ball. I think that seems like an important thing for this kind of gameplay. Keep it nice and fast, because you can't, assuming you're kind of using this as a primary movement or whatever, like most games you just kind of press the direction you want to go and you just go in that direction, whereas in this case you have to sort of position yourself before you can start the movement. So it makes sense that you can move pretty quick to get into position. Feels pretty good. Probably a little hard to be super accurate in, you know, trying to play really fast. If you really need to aim accurately, I'm not really sure how it works out, but maybe that's also just something that you learn over time. Looks like this is for GMTK Jam. Didn't say 2021, but that's okay. So we're just out here. I don't know what I'm going to find out here. I've not seen anything past the text back there, actually, because that's kind of what they show in the screenshots and everything that I've actually seen of the game before. So yeah, it's interesting how the ball kind of drags you after you hit it, so you can kind of, like if I hit it from this end, a lot of times I might end up, when it finishes, like on this side or somewhere else. So I have to constantly readjust. We've got a little lag here. It's like you can kind of push it away from the wall, maybe. Maybe there's some collision, you can push it a little bit. Seems to be the case. It's interesting. Seems like a good touch. So I guess it wants me to hit the flag, maybe. It's Yeah, it feels... Oh, okay. Feels hard to be really accurate. I guess this is like a different level or something? I don't know if that is that like a hub that lets me select different levels that I was in. I'm not really sure. I guess I can break out of this. Alright, this guy here. Looks like I can just throw the ball into the projectiles. Oh, okay, we've got another one. Maybe that's the level clear thing. Not really sure. It's a little ambiguous. You could, you know, just put something on screen like level 2, level 3 or something, maybe make that a little more obvious what's actually happening there. Or even just say level complete or something. So I wonder if there's some kind of strategy to like where you start breaking through the walls and stuff. Like if you like maybe if these weren't solid walls, maybe I could like go around this guy or something instead of just like directly approaching him. I'm not sure if that kind of stuff, that kind of gameplay is actually present in this. Looks like it's quite forgiving in the collision there. It didn't really look like I hit the guy, but it still killed him, which is something I kind of appreciate because I think most developers kind of err on the other side, where they make the colliders too unforgiving. That doesn't feel very good, so that's pretty cool. It seems like you can use the ball to kind of block your shots. I mean, block the enemy shots, projectiles. You can kind of hide behind it. That feels pretty good. It's vaguely reminiscent of some 2D shmups where you have little options that can kind of block shots sometimes. It's some shmups that have that kind of mechanic, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Yeah, it might be nice if there's some kind of like a... Oh. I don't know, I mean, this feels pretty smooth. Yeah, I think just being able to kind of smoothly rotate around could be a bit nice as opposed to sort of just free movement. I don't know, it kind of works anyways. I mean, this is technically just kind of, you know, rotating my fingers around the WASD. I'm assuming this is technically not like entirely 100% efficient. Like I probably have little bits of slowdown here and there. You can't really tell, you know. I mean, I don't even know if you understand what I'm trying to say there, but like my rotational speed is probably not completely static when I'm doing this. You know, there's probably moments where it kind of slows down a little bit because my inputs aren't perfect and that kind of thing, and it's sort of, you know, it's 4 directional buttons, so my whole point was it just feels like it might be natural to have some way to just kind of smoothly rotate like this to select your next move here, as opposed to having this sort of free movement. I'm not sure that would be strictly better, but my brain, it seems like that would be kind of natural. So that's like oh, I wasn't paying enough attention there. That's just something that occurred to me. I'm not gonna say it would be better. Oh, I guess I died. I didn't see what happened there. Maybe there's a projectile I touched, but that was really weird. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, this is this method of control does feel quite good the way it is. But I do think once you kind of start to get used to the idea, it's mostly just about the angle you are compared to the ball and nothing else. So I would be curious anyways, like what slightly tweaked control methods would feel like. Like maybe if you said like 2 inputs that just let you spin around the ball or something. Obviously you can have some ambiguity, like you don't know which way you're going to go if you're on the top or on the bottom of the ball, like if you just have left and right buttons or something. So you know, there's different considerations, but just ideas, not even criticisms. We got more dudes around here. Alright, yeah, we can play it pretty fast. It's fun. I do almost wish that you could do like if I'm running into a wall like this, I kind of want to just hit it over and over again, but I have to, like, after I hit it once, I have to kind of stop and then go back on the other side again to hit it again. So it almost makes me wish I could stay on this side and like hit it more than once. You know, just hit it over and over, kind of more quickly. Just get through a wall like this. If I just hold down, I'm not sure if that necessarily. It kind of depends. Like, you end up in different spots depending on how the physics work out. So I don't know. Depends, but. See what else is in the game here. I can't really. Okay, a little bit of an awkward interaction there with the, I guess the wall geometry or something. But the collision is maybe a little funny around these corners. Because I kind of wanted to get behind the ball here, but I couldn't really finagle it. So it makes me think if you can manage to make like smoother collision or something. I mean, that would be bonkers for like a number of reasons, I guess. Like level creation, and I guess this is somewhat grid based maybe in terms of the objects that you're breaking and everything. So yeah, I'm not sure what you would do about that exactly, but a little bit of a funny interaction there. Yeah, so you can't play too fast because you don't have time to get into to reposition yourself. And then you have to exercise a little bit of patience, even though the exciting nature of the game makes you want to like do things faster. Oh, all right. So sometimes the game just restarts. I guess that's just a bug. I don't think there's any buttons that I hit that are like restart the level buttons. Oh, you can kind of get into a situation where even if I'm wrapped around this corner and I click, sometimes it doesn't actually do it. Wow. All right. Oh, there's a. Okay, so I can skip the enemies. That's interesting. Yeah. So it seems like it would probably make more sense if you made it like a requirement to kill all the enemies. So I can't just zoom past them. I mean, I didn't even mean to that time, but. Obviously, that would be a simple change to make. It seems like it's almost kind of cheesy if you just, let the player do that. It might be too easy. Okay. Oof. Can't really see myself, unfortunately, if I'm hidden behind this wall. Oops. Alright, so I didn't really think fast enough there. I mean, there's a little bit of awkwardness when you like suddenly hit the extent of the chain thing here. You have to kind of take that into consideration if you're trying to like avoid the shots and stuff. So keep getting my mouse cursor on the screen. Yeah, that's the kind of thing, maybe if I was a little more focused, if I wasn't recording and talking, maybe I wouldn't have made that kind of mistake. That guy has arrows. Heck? Apparently that can kind of knock the ball away. Interesting. Oh, jeez. Alright. I didn't really have time to react to that because I guess, for one thing, he's off the top of the screen, so that's kind of the worst case scenario. Oh, sorry. Let me turn this sound off. That's kind of the worst case scenario for the viewing distance, right? You get the sort of isometric view on a 69 screen. Like left and right, I can see quite a bit further than I can like straight up, It's So it's kind of just unfortunate the way that worked out, but also I think I had already like kind of committed to launching the ball right about the same time he just shot that spray of bullets. So like once the ball was kind of in motion, I didn't really have a lot of control over it for a moment, that kind of thing. So I couldn't really do much to react to that. Okay. I didn't know he's up there. Oop. Oh yeah, so because the movement is quite fast, it is a little bit touchy. Like if you want to try to escape some of these bullets by hiding behind the ball, it can be a little hard to kind of position yourself right because it's so fast moving. A little bit touchy there. Of course, I kind of mentioned earlier it's kind of necessary to move that fast. But that's the way it seems to work out. I guess I can just skip that guy, because I don't care that much to just, whoa, slow down enough to go get him again. So yeah, this giant sprays of bullets can be a little tricky because I think there's only so much you can do to like to really avoid the bullets in like a sort of bullet hell way, I guess. I shouldn't say bullet hell, but you know, like shoot 'em ups do. What's that sound? Ah, cool. So, can I even destroy that? I can gather that it's being blocked by these destructible walls. So like maybe I don't want to destroy the walls, but if I can destroy him, I guess I can. Okay. But I wonder, am I able to block the laser with the ball? It looks like even though... Oh, is that just... I guess it's just moving on its own. I thought maybe that the... Maybe they do impart some physics. Oh, I guess they maybe do actually move that a little bit. I don't know. For some reason it looks like the bullets move the ball ever so slightly. Wow, I did not see that coming. That was very strange. Uh-oh. Alright. Why does it sound different? Is that a bug? It sounded very different for a moment there. That was weird. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe there's some level design element here where that shot me from like way off the screen. I don't know, maybe that's something that could be kind of ironed out, so that's not likely to happen that way. Cool. Oh, that's it. All right. So yeah, 48-hour game. Really, I'm stretching, sorry. This is funny end art, but yeah, it's a really satisfying central mechanic. I dig it a lot. I think if you were to continue with this, my suggestion would be, for one thing, you could add like more movement elements, like one or two more moves that you could do, which is kind of, I know it's vague, but just having like some additional option other than just the WSD and then the click to kind of maneuver you around. It could be, you know, different things. It could be something that would like maneuver you into the angle you want faster, or could be something like after you hit the ball, maybe there's something you could do to manipulate your movement a little bit, that kind of thing. Obviously not something too complex, because the simplicity is kind of important here, but I think just having one or two like additional things that allow you to manipulate yourself would add a good bit here. And I think it feels like the game has the potential to be like really fast playing, and right now it's like, you know, it's very flashy and exciting and everything, but there's a little bit of this limitation where you have to kind of stop and get your guy into the right position again after every movement before you can take your next movement. It kind of forces you to be a little bit patient, which it's not that it's bad, but I think if you could manage to make it so you could be a little bit more energetic about it, I think it would be very exciting. So you know, a lot of action games it's this sort of thing where you just constantly making movements and stuff, and this game, like I mentioned, sort of forces these little pauses in there. So yeah, I think if you had like some kind of moves or something you could do to sort of quickly counteract certain things that happen and that kind of thing, so that you could make another move again like really fast, you can get something very, very exciting out of this, I think. So hopefully that makes sense the way I explain it. I know it's a little vague, but I think there's definitely a lot of potential there, and I hope you guys actually decide to to work on this more, because I think it's worthwhile, and apparently from what I've heard, other people think that as well, which is kind of why I decided to try this one out, because of all the good things I heard. So hopefully this was useful for you somehow. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video.